usually spin. Stay out till sunrise, then we'll do it all again. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There's never been a better time. Come on, come on, come on, come on, to lose your mind. Hey, what are you waiting for? Hey, what are you waiting for? T-shirts and sugar highs and days that never end. Meet you at the bonfire burning just around the bend. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There's never been a better time. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Don't get left behind. Hey, what are you waiting for? Hey, what are you waiting for? Summertime is here. Hey, what are you waiting for? Hey, what are you waiting for? Summertime is here. Summer nights and my radio. Run, run, sweet summer days like waves upon the shore. Time will only slip away and leave you wanting more. Hey, what are you waiting for? Hey, what are you waiting for? Summertime is here. Hey, what are you waiting for? Hey, what are you waiting for?
Good evening and welcome to another edition of Raw Urban Music Sessions. I'm Lorenzo Mamelli, and our guests tonight, who you just heard from, are Brother Dynamite. We just heard their great song, What Are You Waiting For? And now let's take a moment to meet the men behind the music.
I am Louis Iacobelli, drummer.
Alan Miller, guitar and vocals.
Sean Moynihan, guitar and vocals.
Gentlemen, thanks for being here tonight. That was a wonderful opener. It's great to have you here. I know we've met before and we've had some wonderful conversations, and
Yes.
I'm a big fan of your music. And I think our listeners really need to know that you guys have been at this for a long time. Brother Dynamite itself may not have been together a long time, but you three go all the way back to high school together. I think, Lou, you mentioned that they were actually a year ahead of you, but you've known each other since high school, right?
Yes, but we were all different years. I think I graduated first in '85. Alan graduated
86.
a year after me, and then Sean.
Yep.
And you've been playing together pretty much ever since.
Since I want to say since like '94, right?
Yeah, and he and I have been
Yeah.
playing together since we were in high school. When I was a senior, you were a junior.
That's right.
So
So let's give a shout out to your alma mater here on Staten Island.
we're all Monsignor Farrell graduates.
There you go. All good Catholic
Vir
school boys.
Fidelis.
There you go.
Which explains a lot, actually, if you spend enough time with us.
Well, you've been playing, so you're huge. Obviously, you've mastered the art of power pop, pop rock. I don't know how to actually, whether we should put the emphasis on power or put the emphasis on pop, but it's definitely rock and roll, and it's really these infectious songs that you guys write. We just heard one example of it, but you've been writing this type of music ever since you guys first started playing together. And I think you've got it down to a science right now. And Brother Dynamite itself has been together now for how long?
As Brother Dynamite, probably since, I don't know, about 5 years or so.
At least, yeah, 5 or 6 years.
We've had a few different band names over the time. We've put out albums under different names. So Brother Dynamite, probably about 5 or 6 years.
Now, I've listened to those albums. They're also great music as well. Save Pluto is one of the bands.
That's right.
I forget the name of the one before that. I think,
Next Big Thing.
Is
Yes.
the other one of the bands. And those CDs are also available for anybody who's really enjoying, and you will, trust me, you're going to enjoy more of the music as we get to it and during the course of the program. You've got as I say, you've got it down to a science. Is there a reason you have an affinity for this kind of music?
I think it's partly because we grew up in the 70s and 80s, which was like this golden time for, guitar-based melodic pop music. And I mean, tell me if I'm jump in here, but
no, that's correct.
I grew up spending a lot of time with my aunts, and we all going to the mall on the weekends and stuff like that. And my aunts were all older, and I would listen to Kenny Rogers and all the glorious AM sing along pop of the 70s. So I mean, when you hear a song like Fox on the Run or something like that, it's really not too far, off from what we do. You make the music that you want to hear. I think it's fair to say, and that's what we do. We write guitar-based pop music with big sing-along choruses and songs that you want to sing the harmony to and you want to sing along to in the car.
I'm hearing that transition. You talk about the 70s, so I'm hearing a bit of the Raspberries. I'm hearing a bit of, later on, I'm hearing a bit of Cheap Trick, the more melodic stuff.
Yes.
It's just really, it's like an earworm.
Yeah.
And a flattering term. It's just sticking with you. It's great. And we're going to hear some more of it right now. So sit back, relax, and get ready to rock and roll with some more great music from Brother Dynamite.
Goes the one I've been watching, who inspires the sun to shine. I've had some time to think it over, and I need to make you mine. Before you give yourself away, I got to let you know that you could do so much better. Why can't I make you see? So much better. Turn around now. Turn around now. Guess I'm talking about me.
You could do so much better. As I said, earworms. Certainly another one from Brother Dynamite. Guys, I think it's important that we let our listeners know when they get an opportunity to see you three perform, it's going to be similar to what we just saw. It's going to be actually the same way as we just saw you perform. The three of you, Lou playing a cajon, that's the proper pronunciation of it, right?
Right.
And it's more of a, in essence, a stripped down version of the band as opposed to what we would hear on your album. And I want to show this right here. This is the latest album for Brother Dynamite. It's called If We Dare, and it's fantastic. And the album itself is a full production with full band. So these songs which are on that album, most of them are obviously a different interpretation. The full, let's put it this way, the full Megillah, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm. And then when we go to see you guys, you're in this particular format. I remember speaking to you guys after a performance where I saw you in this fashion. You said it's very much more of a personal dynamic with your audience.
Right.
Is it you prefer to perform this way as opposed to what you get on record?
I think both are fun. We love hearing the full sort of production of what you hear on the album or in the singles that we've been releasing. But the way we perform these songs live is closer to the way we write them, the way they sort of start, sort of the seed of the song, where you hear it very stripped down. And a lot of times it's just two acoustic guitars, not even electric guitar. Lou will join us on djembe or the cajon or something. And it's really a more intimate experience with the music. But we enjoy both. But we do love building the songs up to the full production that you've got in your hands there.
Interesting that when I saw you live, one of the facets of your performance, it's interesting, not only do you do your own songs, but when you do covers, which are part of your set,
right.
You do sing-alongs with your audience. I remember seeing you in Modern English. I Melt With You was one of, you got everybody to sing it in that night, and you have this great relationship with your audience. And you would think if someone is listening to this record, they're expecting to hear the record. And then they come in and hear you in this scaled-down version, and they basically become part of the show in the small settings that you play. And you play mostly local venues where you get a small crowd, but a very enthusiastic crowd. And I don't mean to say small in the fact that you don't have a popularity factor here. I mean to say it's really part of the appeal of the venue.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So the creative process, you mentioned, is that you and Sean, you've been writing songs together forever. I don't mean to eliminate you from this process. Lou, if you're part of that process, please chime in and say you are, of course. But what is the creative process for Brother Dynamite songwriting-wise?
Sean and I really gravitated to writing songs almost from the very beginning that we started playing together, which was not that long after we both started learning instruments. Sean originally was a drummer. I was the guitar player and still am. But we really gravitated to writing songs almost from the get-go. So it's something that we always pursued. It's something that we always enjoyed. We enjoyed doing it together. And we've enjoyed watching the progression and the growth of the songwriting over the years. And it's not formulaic because we're still searching for that perfect chorus, that perfect bridge or whatever. But it's a continuous journey to just keep getting better and better at it. So,
yeah, the songs, start in a variety of ways. I mean, sometimes you'll just have a title, and that inspires, that's it. We'll just hear a turn of phrase and we'll go, oh, that's a great title. And then that becomes a chorus, and then we build something on top of that. Or Alan could come in with, 3/4 of a song, or I could come in with, 3/4 of a song. We just sit down and just go eyeball to eyeball,
Well, speaking of great songs with great titles, we're about to hear another one. Brother Dynamite, Until the Stars Fall, is up next.
Living with my confession, where is it taking me? A dream of a life of promise, a promise I live to keep. Finding out all my questions lead to a single answer. Until the stars fall from the sky, I will wait to make you mine until the day our worlds collide. There'll be no surrender until the stars fall. Living like a person, got a new sense of wonder. Suffer the time and distance, there never could be another. The laughter and lies have faded, and others will leave you lonely. I won't fall behind till the stars fall from the sky. I will wait to make it mine until the day our worlds collide. There'll be no surrender until the stars fall from the sky. If it takes forever until the stars fall. Till the stars fall from the sky, I will wait to make it mine until the day our worlds collide. There'll be no surrender until the stars fall from the sky. If it takes forever till the stars fall.
Brother Dynamite, mastering the art of the power pop ballad as well with Until the Stars Fall. Gentlemen, before we move on to something else and forget about doing this, obviously there's going to be people who want to find the music and get hold of the music, so where do they go to get hold of Brother Dynamite music online?
We're on all of the streaming services, Apple Music, Spotify, Pandora, all of those things. So you can just look up Brother Dynamite, you'll find us. We're on Instagram, Brother Dynamite Music. We're on Facebook, Brother Dynamite, I think that is. And we've got our own website, brotherdynamite.com.
YouTube?
And YouTube as well. Yeah, go watch some of our videos. We've done a bunch of videos up there.
It's great videos. I've seen them all. They're fantastic as well. And don't forget, you have Brother Merch. You have a line of merchandise as well.
We do.
Marketing buzzsaws, you guys. Good. Where you can get hold of the merchandise also on the website?
Yeah, there's a button on the website, and you can also go to brotherdynamite.bigcartel.com.
Wonderful.
We've got T-shirts, hats, all kinds of stuff.
You can be fully bedecked in Brother Dynamite.
That's it.
You could.
Good, gentlemen. Make sure you buy the merchandise and make sure that you purchase this record, okay? As we say many times, and we said at every one of these programs, these are independent artists. They need your support. Don't just grab the music offline and download it and support the artists. Every penny you give to them helps them to make more music. And believe me, artists like this, you want them to continue to make great music. Some influences. You mentioned Sweet, Fox on the Run. Mm-hmm. I know that when I get to drummers, they always mention Rush and Neil Peart. Who else,
Right,
Lou?
correct. For me, it all started with Kiss when I was
Pray tell.
little. Can you imagine?
There you go.
And then it went through Rush and Genesis and Van Halen and the Police, then up through Metallica and why can't I think of their name? What's Solier? Godsmack.
Oh, there you go.
Things like that.
You've run the gamut through a lot of the throughout the history. Yeah.
Yeah, and lately it's been all about Seven Dust.
There you go. What about you, Alan?
For me, it starts with the Beatles. So everything Beatles. I'm a huge Beatles fan. Love them. Huge McCartney fan even after the Beatles and Wings. We talked about those great 70s AM radio songs.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wings had tons of them. I love Queen. Queen is another big one for me. And any artists that really are very melodic, that tugs at me. So Queen is one. U2 is another good one.
And how about you, Sean?
Yeah, Queen was like my sort of my gateway drug into rock music, and then once I got Pyromania from Def Leppard, it was all over, from there, and there was no escaping a pursuit of melodic guitar-based big vocals pop music.
That Def Leppard, that album, obviously Pyromania, very much also a gateway album. Def Leppard changing direction from their first two albums, a new wave of British heavy metal to more mainstream stuff.
That's right.
Absolutely.
So you have a new single out, by the way, Radio Silence.
Right.
Is about as heavy as you can possibly imagine Brother Dynamite getting. I mean, it starts off a lot of heavy guitar, and it's about the radio itself, about formulaic radio, about radio not becoming accessible to artists. Am I right about that in my interpretation? You wrote that one?
Well, I like to think that, the song is really about what you think it's about, ultimately. But what I was thinking when I wrote it was about how music used to be a lot more of a tribal experience, a lot more communal, where during the heyday of FM radio, a lot of people would be tuned into, certain stations in certain markets all around the country, all around the world. And now I feel like music has become a lot more maybe stratified, where you've got certain people listen to this type of music and certain people are listening to that type of music. It's almost become too customized, where you can't get out of your own comfort zone and discover a new artist that you might really love and enjoy because you're already listening to some classic song that you've heard for the 9 millionth time.
You're kind of siloed.
Yeah, siloed is the perfect way to describe it. Yeah.
I like to use a phrase when it comes to those of us who really appreciate a diverse variety of music. Open your mind, it'll open up your ears, right?
That's right.
So,
very true.
Gentlemen, I want to thank you all for being here tonight. The music has been fantastic. It's been a pleasure speaking to you.
Thank you.
Make sure that you look up Brother Dynamite and all the places they told you to. Don't forget, one more time, here's the record, If We Dare. It is a great record filled with great songs that will get in your head and probably won't leave for quite some time. My name is Lorenzo Mamelli. I want to ask you please to take a visit to my website, therockernyc.com, and to check out my program every other Saturday morning from 9 to noon on makerparkradio.nyc. One more from Brother Dynamite takes us out with a great song called The Girls in Love. Thanks for watching.